Today is the second day of June. Yes, and we are going to have our 7-day sourdough bake-a-thon for June. We did one in May, and now we're going to do one in June. And you get to vote for every single thing that you want us to make over the next 7 days. So just click your votes, or you can actually give a suggestion. Okay. So today we're going to be making some crackers. I just wanted to start out with something light and easy. And we're going to be making some cheese crackers. I do have a short on my channel, but we got to do it live because I need some crackers in my life right now. Okay. So I'll tell you the ingredients, and I will also add it to the description once I'm completed. Okay, so today we're going to be using some cheese. This is just some cheddar. I have my sourdough discard here. As you know, my discard is 100% active. I'll show you the big one. I took it out of the fridge this morning, and I just decided to measure it out because you know how Fred is. Fred is a trouble boy. Okay, so this is what we're using. This is the discard. Super active, super busy, which I love. So over the next 7 days, we're going to be using it up. Reason being, I have 2 containers of this. I have a big one, this one, and I have a small one. So we need to use up the discards as much as possible. So right now I need to get some water because we do have water in our recipe. And I've been having fun making things with my discard because they're so delicious. Everything is delicious and I love it. So for the water, it's going to be 50 grams, but I'll go through that. I'm just measuring it out. I'm going to use not warm, but probably cold water because we're going to have to chill this. So that's more than 50, but we just need 50. I hope you guys had a beautiful weekend, and I hope you have an amazing week. But we're going to have fun this week. Okay, so that is fine. Okay, so for the flour that we have, this is all-purpose flour. This is the only flour that I've been using since I started my sourdough. I don't have bread flour, haven't gotten it. We're just using all-purpose flour. Are we going to use that first? We can use it first. So this is 100 grams of flour. And we have cheese. It's 100 grams of cheese. I just use my grater, shred it up, plain and simple. Nothing fancy. You can use any cheese that you want, honestly. I just think it's a preference thing. So we have 100 grams flour, 100 grams cheese. And then we have our discard here, and it is, hi Gigi, good morning. This is 100 grams of discard. If you hear me say starter, it's because at this point, my discard is a starter. He's been maturing over the last couple of months, and he's very active, and his name is Fred. So if you hear me say Fred, it's my discard. So I took it out this morning. I should have taken it out a little earlier so that it's more fluid, but that's okay. We're gonna make it work. And I'm not adding any, well, I wasn't gonna add any salt. I don't think I'm gonna add any salt to this, only because the cheese is a bit salty and the butter that I'm using is also salted. Okay, and then we have melted butter. And this is 50 grams of melted butter. We're gonna add that into here. Oh, I'm making sourdough cheese crackers because I need some crackers in the house. So I decided to start it off by just making some crackers. And you get to vote for what we're making for the rest of the week. Okay, and for the water, we have 50 grams. So 50 grams of water and 50 grams of melted butter. And then 100 grams of the starter, the flour, and the cheese. So it's pretty much, that's it really. Just mix it up together. Make sure everything is combined. And then we're going to chill it. But because, you know, I don't necessarily want to spend all day here, we're going to put it in the freezer for maybe like 5-10 minutes. Just so that we can get it firm enough to roll. But to be honest, I feel like with this, you can even make a biscuit out of this if we're going to be honest. Because my discard is super active. And see how I'm pumping him up? Hi, Joseph. See how I'm pumping him up? Watch him say, not today, Ma. We're not doing that today. He does not like a crowd. Okay, I don't know why. But it's nice and easy, simple. And I wanted to do a plain crackers, but honestly, I prefer the cheese ones. They're very addictive, honestly. They're highly addictive. You can use a knife, you can use a cookie cutter. You could pretty much use anything, honestly. So we're just gonna chill this for a few minutes so that we can have that rolled out and ready to bake. I'm gonna put it in the freezer. If this was normal, like a normal video or a normal bake day, I would just put it in the fridge for about 30 minutes. So we're gonna do that. And while we wait, I will refresh my discard so that he's good and ready and strong for the week. Because I do want to make bread on this live. The last time we tried to make bread, oh baby, no. We made flatbread. We made bread's cousin, everything but bread. That's the problem. So we're gonna try to get it going so that we can make some delicious bread. Let me see who's winning the vote so far. Someone, oh, we have 2 votes for cake. Ooh, interesting. Okay, so let me just set my timer for the fridge. Put it in for 10 minutes. So this is my discard. Not my discard, I'm sorry. This is my starter. This is Fred. And he's been sitting here for 2 days. I usually refresh him every day, but I wasn't able to. But he's so strong that he's okay for going 2 days without actually getting refreshed. But we're gonna do that right now because he needs some loving. So I'm thinking that we're going to do this. I do have 2 containers. I'm going to put it in this one. I have 2 containers of discard in the fridge. I keep my discard in the fridge right now because he was super active, super active, and made a mess. And if you know anything about flour, it's hard to clean. So for my refresh, I usually do 250 grams of starter, but I like to, it's just something that I've been doing. I like to do maybe like 100 200 grams of the starter itself, and then about 50 grams of the discard. I find that it just adds a nice flavor because the discard has been sitting here developing flavor. Developing flavor for the last couple of months. So that's what I've been doing. Is this the right way of doing it? Not sure, but that's what I do. And as you can see, my discard is super active. So I do about 50 grams because that's 200 grams in there. So we're just going to add 50 grams of discard to the starter and then mix it up. But yeah, the discard is super active, as you can see. So I'm happy about that. We're going to be baking up a storm this week because I need to use my discard up completely. Okay. And if you're just joining, we're making crackers, cheese crackers today. And it's actually in the freezer chilling so that we can roll it out and bake it. Just wanted to do something quick and easy to start off the week. So while I'm waiting for that, I'm just refreshing my discard, my starter. And because this is now discard, I just add it to this container and I like to mix. But I have 2 containers because this one definitely overflows and we do not want that to happen. So when I add anything into my discard, I just stir it so that I can bring the stuff from the bottom up, push the ones at the top down. So we have a nice even flavor going all around. But when he is not in the fridge, as you can see all the little air pockets and the bubbles, it's very active. So I keep it in the fridge just to avoid overgrowth because it grows a lot. And it cuts down on the sourness. I find, just based on my little experiments, I find that the longer it stays out, like especially the discard, the longer it stays out at room temperature, the sour it gets. And the fridge just controls it. That's what I find. It keeps it as a nice flavor and it doesn't over ferment. Okay, so we have that. I'm just gonna get the other container. Yeah, we have a lot of discard over here. I'm gonna rotate this. This is the cheese crackers that we are making. It's in the freezer chilling. Okay. And my friends laugh at me because I talk about Fred like Fred's a whole person, and he is. He's a living organism. But this sourdough starter has a mind of its own, which I can appreciate. But yeah, it's growing a lot, so we need to use up as much as possible this week. And I just like to get this container as empty as possible. But, you know, they're all the same. It doesn't matter. It still grow and it'll still be good to use. Okay. How's everyone doing today? How was your weekend? Today is Monday, right? Yes, it is. Hope you guys had a good weekend. The weather was lovely for you guys. Okay. We have another vote, so hopefully, let's see. I really want to do some dinner rolls, but it seems like cake might win. Oh, garlic rolls have a point. They're on the board. No one wants crab cakes? Jeez. That's all right. Okay. This is the only part. This is like a tedious part I don't like. I don't know. My starter does not like a dirty container. So like if the walls are dirty, it's not gonna grow properly. Like, I don't know. He just bougie. So I just try to clean it out as much as possible, honestly. That's what I've been learning about this starter. Now, I could be wrong. And it's just a thing where I just want it to be clean. I could be very wrong about that. But I definitely notice a difference. When the container is dirty, I mean, it rises, but he doesn't look too happy in it. Okay, so we're good here. I'm just going to clean this up and put this back in the fridge, and then we'll be good. Okay. Okay. So we have Junior. Junior's going back in the fridge. And then the starter is staying at room temperature, because I do want to bake some bread this week so that I have. So we're going to be doing lots of that. I think the last time we did this, it was so delicious. Like, I was making people fat around me, okay? We had brownies, pancakes, muffins, scones. Yeah. Tried to make bread, but the bread didn't actually come out because it overproofed. So, okay. I'm gonna put this guy up. And I think I want to make churros and donuts, maybe. Like, I want to make so many different things. So hopefully I'm able to. I've made fish cakes on live before. We made banana fritters, banana bread, carrot cake. Yeah, we made a few delicious items. Okay. Okay. Let me just check this. Just needs a little more time. Maybe like 10 more minutes, and it should be fine. But again, if I wasn't doing this live, it would take about 30 minutes in the fridge to chill. Okay. Let us work on refresh. Okay, so I did a test where I refreshed with warm water and also cold water. I don't know if there is a big difference. There might be. It likes, I think it likes, it takes a while to rise with the cold water, but I feel like I got a big rise. Hey, Mr. Perfection. I feel like I got like a really, really nice rise. This water is warm. I got a nice, like, I don't know, both of them are good in my opinion. So anyways, we have 250 grams of starter in here, and for the water is going to be 190 grams that I use. And what I like to do, this is just again from my own experiments, because I took a full week just to understand this starter, okay? Cause baby, a full week. What I like to do is to mix the water and the starter together before I add the flour. I also find that gives me an actually good, like, it, the growth is just really good. I mean, you can mix them all together, which is fine, but I really think when I do it this way, it just looks better. Like, it grows larger each, like higher each time. So I know my starter is strong. Like, he's super strong, super active, but I like doing it this way. How's your day going, Mr. Perfection? But these are just little things that I've noticed with my experiments. I left bread in the fridge overnight. Not bread, but the dough. I did the cold proof. I don't necessarily like a cold proof, but I'm still working through it. I'm working through my process to figuring out what is the best way to make a nice sourdough loaf for myself. Because, you know, there's all these different ways and different methods. And I think people forget that, you know, all ingredients aren't the same. Your temperature, your house, your environment, everything is different. So it just all depends. So I've just been doing different experiments just to make sure, you know, I understand how to use the sourdough. I mean, I even made shrimp. I fried some shrimp with it. It's going good. Good, awesome. I fried some shrimp with my batter, baby. Okay? If y'all never had shrimp coated in some sourdough batter, you need to. We'll probably do a video of that this week. Like, make a sandwich out of it, like a po' boy, live. So I just have to make sure I get the bread down, because what? Okay, so this is the starter and the water. I mean, we do have some lumps in there, but that's not going to do anything. It's not an issue. I'm going to get the flour. Okay, so as you see, regular all-purpose flour. You're allergic? Oh, no. No. I don't know what I'll do if they tell me I can't eat shrimp anymore. What? I'd cry. Shrimp, mangoes, pineapples. If you ever tell me I can't eat that anymore. And salmon, oh, my life is over. Okay, so the water and the starter in here, we're just going to add the flour. It's just regular all-purpose flour. Nothing special, honestly. No bread flour, nothing. So this is going to be 375 grams. Like, I've done this so many times, I automatically know. I don't even have to write it down anymore. And I've been paying attention to my starter once it's risen, because, you know, there's a point where it rises up and it has a dome and then it just equals out. That's when I usually use it, because after that it starts falling. It starts eating itself because it's hungry. I've never had a situation where, outside of the first time, I've never had a situation where I had hooch develop in my starter or my discard. So yeah. Oh, for sure. Okay, so we're just gonna mix this in. See, it just makes it easier to mix the flour in and make a dough. And my starter is stiff, because, you know, some people have like a really fluid starter. Not mine. See, mine's stiff. Sometimes I need it. I'm gonna rotate this crackers. Okay, we're almost there. Sometimes I knead it in just to make sure everything is good, but you know. And I want to make sure I get everything because I don't want it to say, well, you didn't give me this amount. I want it to have everything it needs to grow nicely. But yes, so I think this week we're probably gonna have a few savory things happening. We have 4 votes. Let's see. Okay, so cake and sourdough rolls are 50-50. Huh. Interesting. Interesting. That's okay. But if we do a cake, it might just be a chocolate cake, honestly. So like this little bit of flour at the bottom, I just like kneaded it in. Honestly, is this a bad thing? I don't know. Have I been doing this since the start? Absolutely. Yes, I have. I've been doing this from day one. I want to make sure I get all of it because my starter is stiff. My starter is a whole dough, but it rises nicely and it's ready to go once it's done. Okay. I love anything garlic, honestly. I love a good garlic anything. Garlic bread, garlic butter, garlic in my food, everything. Like some recipes they'll call for like a clove of garlic. No. What? One? That's not even flavor. I'll be putting in the whole thing, the whole bulb sometimes. I mean, sometimes too much garlic is too much, but it is what it is. Okay, so this is my starter dough. This is my dough. This is what it is. This is what we're gonna put in here. That's it. I put it in, and honestly, I like to press down. Don't always press, but sometimes I do. I like to press down just so that, you know, I see where I'm starting from. And then but I can gauge how much it's grown. So yeah, so I'm excited for this week. This week is going to be a very delicious week as long as we have no more technical issues. Should be delicious and we should be starting on time. I don't know, you guys like a 10:30 start or you like a later start? Because I could start later in the day. Like I could probably start at around 12 again. Maybe that might be a sweet spot instead of 10:30. We'll see. Okay, so I'm gonna put my starter in the corner. He has his little room set up. I cover it away from the lights, away from everything. And he's fine. BRB. Okay, I just need to wash my hands some more. And then we are gonna look at our crackers. Because to be honest, it better come out. Y'all know we go through this every time. Something I know how to make, something we've made or I've made more than once. And then it's like, wait, are you actually gonna work? Are you coming up? Are you working? Okay. So it's not as firm, right? So what we're gonna do is we're gonna cut it in half, roll some, and chill the other half. I think that's gonna be the best thing. I just wanna make sure I have everything. Where's my rolling pin? Listen, I'm pretty sure I have a rolling pin. And now I need my rolling pin. I cannot find it. What is happening? Oh, There we go. I'm like, it's always something. Okay, rolling pin. We have this. Let me put this in here until I get everything. And we have the parchment paper. So when I made this before, I rolled it between the parchment paper. I don't know. I like it, but it's like a waste of parchment. So I kind of just added some flour just to make it more pliable. Not a lot. Just, a little bit. So we're going to see. We're going to see how well this goes. I even want to try to make sourdough croissants. Now, am I going to do it on live? Probably not. I have to do that at my own pace to figure it out because you already know sourdough, not sourdough. What's that thing called? Croissants? They're a monster on their own. So, okay. I haven't decided if I'm going to use the parchment. Yeah, I think I'm just going to roll it on the counter. And I'm going to cut it with a knife instead of my cutter. So we're just going to use 2 of these. I have a big one, but I like using the minis. So I'm going to line these guys with parchment. So that we have something good. Oh, you know what would be really good? Like sourdough palmiers. What? Oh, I'm going to get fat this summer. Oh my goodness. I think that's going to be really good. I mean, anything with butter and sugar is elite. I am trying to eat healthier, but I can make exception for my sourdough. I can make exception for a sourdough anything. Okay. Since we have that here, we don't need this anymore. Yeah, we don't need that anymore. The dough chilled for about 20 minutes and change. Usually it's 30. So I'm going to just cut half, chill half, and roll half. Now I'm thinking maybe I need parchment. I'll make it work. Yeah, the center is still a bit soft, but we're gonna make it work. I'm gonna put this half back into the freezer, actually. And then we're gonna just roll. You can put it between 2 parchments. You can roll however you want. Because, I mean, that's the easy section. The rolling. I just didn't like rolling it through parchment because I just found it to be a waste. Now, these aren't going to be even. I'm just letting you know now. They're not going to be even. I want it to be as thin as possible. You can do uniformed. You can do circular. You can use a knife. Let me get some cookie cutters. Can you stop? Jeez. Let me just get my cookie cutter and I can show you. Okay, there we go. Yeah, so I have, different shapes that you can use. If the dough is not really hard, You can make little shapes. There's a star. It all depends on what you want, honestly. There you go. And then you could do a small circular one. You can do this side. You can get a pattern. You can do a regular circle. No character. Or you can do this side where you have lots of character. See, I like this one. So we're going to do that one, right? So these are all the different things. You can use a knife if you want, makes it a lot easier. Or you can use cookie cutters. If you have kids, it's fun for them. I don't have any children, but it's fun for me. So I'm going to just do that. I'm going to just lay them out on the parchment itself. They don't need to be too far apart because they don't necessarily spread. They puff up. They don't spread much. So you can see that there. So I'm going to use this side because I like how it looks, honestly. So I'm just going to use that side and just add it. And we're going to have a bunch of crackers to eat. Well, I am. Have a bunch of crackers to eat all week. You can even make them longer. You know, like saltines. Hey T, how you doing? Thanks for joining. You can make them long. You can make them short. I'm doing it this way because I have a snack addiction. It's not really an addiction, but it is. I like pop in 1-2 things in my mouth, snack, and go on my way, you know? So you just make it, it's simple. And this is the thickness. It's not really thick, but when it bakes, it will puff up really nicely. Like honestly, it will puff up. I'm saying fingers crossed, it will puff up because it's supposed to puff up. It's supposed to. So we're just doing that. And then we're going to brush it with some flour. And I'm going to preheat this oven now. I'm going to preheat at, yeah, man, the snacks, girl. Me and snacks are like this. I'm going to preheat at 350, and then once they go in, I'll turn it down. I keep them in an airtight container. So like a mason jar, I'll keep it in a mason jar, and when I'm ready, just pop, pop, pop. And they're cheese, so ooh. This is like a built-in cheese and crackers. Like, what are you talking about? And I know some people like Cheez-Its, which is fine, but I like the mixture, like the nice blend. And I like that it's marbled. You can probably use any cheese you want. I just use cheddar. So yeah. And again, they don't need to be super far apart because they don't spread. They puff up a little. So I'm just making some space. How was your weekend, T? I hope you guys had a good weekend. How was the market if you had one this weekend? Sorry if I'm not looking. I just want to pay attention to this guy. Just give me a sec. No, wait, so we're doing... Oh, we're just doing cheese crackers today. Just to keep it simple. Just to start off the sourdough week. Just plain cheese crackers. Because I wanted some in my house, you know? This is my problem. Like, I know I want something, and then it's like, oh, I have to make it. But I'm trying something this week. I'm trying to make as much as I can at home. So like butter, peanut butter, jams, just because I put myself on a, not that I put myself on a budget, I'm on a strict budget right now. So that's what I'm trying to do. So I wanted some crackers. So we're making cheese crackers today. And then we have to vote. Ooh, we have 5 votes. Oh, crab cake got a vote because I want some crab cakes. Okay. Now, if you know anything about like crackers and stuff like that, or dough, if you roll it too much, it gets tough. I don't have to worry about that with this one. It'll just get crispy, like really crispy. And the crisp actually stays for a while, honestly. It does stay. I actually like it. That's good. I'm happy to hear about the market. That's really good. I was supposed to start this live series yesterday, but it just didn't work out that way. So we're doing Monday to Sunday. So hopefully you're able to join when you can. I know you have the markets, but you know, I appreciate you, girl. I can't wait to see those photos. All right, so this is perfect. This is nice and firm. The other one was fine too. But again, I put it in the freezer because if I didn't, we'd still be waiting for it. So just roll it out. Lightly flour your work surface and roll. All you do is roll. I might change my rolling pin. Because you know the ones that don't have this, the ones where you actually have to just roll it? Yeah, I think I want to get that one. I think I need to upgrade. This has its place, but I'm thinking I'm ready for an upgrade. So yeah. But I'm excited for this week because it's going to be delicious, man. I want crab cakes to win one day. At least one of the days. But right now we have a tie between cake and garlic rolls. So somebody better bring in a tiebreaker because we don't need one. We are going to need a tiebreaker. Oh, these ones are a little thicker. Just a little bit. But that's okay. I'm not going to complain. I like them thick and juicy. I like them thin and crispy. Whatever your preference. I say do it. Okay. Just want to pause this for 2 seconds so we can bake these off while we wait. So we are going to brush with a little melted butter. I'm using this big bowl. I do not need this big bowl, but I'm using this big bowl because I broke my little bowl. But it's okay. Just probably like a tablespoon of butter. Honestly, like a tablespoon. This is like a tablespoon and a half. But like a tablespoon of butter, you just melt it up. And then we're just going to brush it with butter. And we should be good. Because what I'll do is I'll brush these with butter, bake them while we cut these ones, and then pop it in so you guys actually get to see what it looks like. I mean, you'll get to see regardless, but you're seeing it in motion. And T, I'm going to be making the olive and rosemary bread again. I'm just going to make a video out of it. That's on my to-do this week so that you can have it. Oh, hey, we are making crackers. We're making sourdough cheese crackers. Okay, so this is the one that we just cut with the cookie cutters. Again, they don't need to be that far apart because they don't spread. They puff up. And we're just going to brush them with some butter. I don't know why you're moving. Never moved before. Yeah, so just lightly brush them with some butter. And you can prick the top, I guess, to release the air pressure. To be honest with you, the first time I did it, I didn't do that. I just popped it in. So we're gonna prick half. Yeah, we're gonna prick half and see what happens if there is a major difference. It's all about the experiments. Listen, when I open up my cafe bakery, oh, it's gonna be sourdough heaven. We gonna have crackers, banana bread, cakes, cookies, everything that we make on this. Definitely. This is definitely practice. We're definitely gonna do this. You know, I was sitting here thinking maybe I should just brush it first and then cut it, but I'm like, no, that's gonna lead to another issue. They're multitasking. They're cleaning and watching. They are multitasking, girl. But yeah, they smell amazing too. So just lightly brush with butter. And to be honest, if you don't use butter, you can use whatever you want. Maybe try brushing it with olive oil. Sprinkle it with some sea salt. There's so much that you can do. Add some seeds. Add some salt, not salt and pepper, but like the everything bagel seasoning. You know how good that would be on this one? What? I have sesame seeds. Pretty sure you can add it too. Probably add it in the mix. So yeah, just brushing. I want to get it in because the only thing I don't like, once you leave it out, because it's sourdough, the longer you leave, the more active it gets. And again, my discard is active. Okay, so we brush them with some butter. Butter is salted. There is no salt in this recipe because the cheese has a lot of salt as well as the butter. But if you do want to add salt, you can. No one's stopping you. I just didn't. Oh, that's funny. I have to grocery shop later. Okay, so we're pricking. You know those fancy crackers? They prick two ways. You can do a prick like this. Like, what? Look at that. Yeah, I did my cleaning yesterday and Saturday. We're not going to prick the star. And I was supposed to go grocery shopping yesterday, but listen, nothing turned out the way I wanted it to. Okay, so we're going to pop this in the oven to bake. And I think we're gonna bake for about 12 to 15 minutes. So with that being said, we're gonna put it for 13 in the middle. Okay, so I turned it down to about 375. We'll see how that works. That's a new one. And I'm thinking we're gonna do circular ones for this one. Honestly, excuse me, we can do whatever. But they're so cute. Can you imagine making these with your kids? They're so adorable. But again, honestly, you could use a knife. Oh, I want some honey buns. I haven't had a honey bun in years. Oh my goodness. It's been a while since I've had honey buns. You know what else I haven't had in a while? Remember when we were growing up? Twinkies. The little, yeah, the Twinkies and the chocolate ones too. Oh, I haven't had those in a while. I used to have them all the time. The little chocolate cakes, and then the vanilla Twinkies. Oh, we might make a sourdough Twinkie. We might do that. If you're just joining, we are baking our sourdough crackers, cheese crackers to be exact. I'm just using a cookie cutter because I didn't want to use a knife. But you can use a knife if you want to. You can use anything actually. You can even, because of, you know what, we're going to do it. Because I feel like you can roll it and then twist it and make those little swivel sticks, like cracker sticks. We can do that too. We have enough dough to do that. I just need to make sure I have enough to snack on, because that is my issue. I just want to snack. I do. The star was good, but the star is not going to give me enough to eat. Yeah, shapes are definitely more fun. I love it. You can do half moons, a full moon. You can do whatever you want. There we go. And again, I chilled it for close to 10, 20 minutes in the freezer. But if I wasn't doing it live, it would be 30 minutes in the fridge. And I rotated it about every 15 minutes, 20 minutes, 5, 10 minutes, every couple of minutes. I rotate it just so that each side can be good. Listen, and they don't have to be perfect, you know? They just have to be delicious. Ooh, they changed the recipe? Why would they change the recipe? You know, this is what I don't understand. You have something really good. Why would you change it? Why would you change the Twinkie recipe? That is just so wrong. Like, but now I think I stopped. Well, maybe that's why I stopped eating it, because it just tasted like chemicals. It didn't taste good. It didn't have any flavor. It had nothing. It's like, what? Okay, that's enough round. Why? Because we are gonna make some sticks. We're gonna bake some sticks with the rest of the dough. Make cheese sticks. Shrizzle, swizzle, something. Okay, so that we have here. We're just gonna brush this one with butter. Lightly brush. I feel like you could try this with olive oil, like I said. Get some olive oil on it. It'll be good. But butter, you know, butter is life. But if you're like vegan, you can, I guess you can use your vegan butter. But just something to give it a nice little color, added flavor, which would be fine. I don't know why they would change recipes, but I find that now they're just making things, they're mass producing them, and it's no longer quality at all. No longer quality. Ooh, guys, I wish you could smell it. The smell, ooh, amazing. Amazing. And I've been learning not to open my oven. I'm the worst baker. I'm the worst professional baker. You open in the oven, but once I smell, I got a whiff, I know what I'm looking for, I'll open it regardless of anything. So I go by touch, smell, sight, all of it. Okay, that has butter on it. We're gonna poke The round, not the flowers. Cause I know I smell burning. Cause why are you burning? The cheese. Oh, guys. Oh, I can't wait for you to see it. The cheese is just oozing out. Yes. It's okay. My internet's been acting up too. Let me get my mittens. Did I just leave some mittens in here to get some other mittens? I sure did. Ooh, it smells awesome in here. Okay, so this is what we have. This is what's going in the oven right now. Okay. I feel like I need to take a picture. And you know, my oven has a hot spot, so we're gonna rotate. I just want to tell y'all, remember that hole I poked in it? Please. The hole closed up. The hole was like, why? Why are you trying to act like you did this before and you never did? That's exactly what the hole said. Okay, let me get my other pan. 1 second. Where's the other pan? Oh my gosh, I'm so blind. Okay. So we are going to make sticks out of these. Maybe. Listen, I had an issue going live earlier, but now we're good. Do you guys like the late start? Do you like a 12 o'clock start, or you want a 10:30 start like we've done before? Ooh, we're tied. We're all tied. We need a tiebreaker. Y'all better bring someone. Bring people. We need a tiebreaker because we can't make all 3 tomorrow. And I'm not going to be the deciding factor. We're tied with cake, garlic rolls, and crab cakes. We're tied. We need to get more votes in. We need more votes. Okay. So we're going to roll this out. We're going to try to make some sticks. I'm just trying to, in my head, I'm trying to see how I'm going to make it work because it's going to puff up and unravel. Ooh, I don't even know. How do we make this work? Do I put things in it? What you call it? Q-tips? Because I know it's puffing up right now. They puffed up really nicely, which is great. Oh, we can make little knots too. I don't know. We'll see. This is the experimental one. This is the one where it's like, oh, I don't know, maybe. We'll see. But I love the marbling effect with the cheese and the dough. Perfection. Oh, I have a knife here. Okay, we're gonna cut you off. And probably cut you off. You off. You off. I smell. 1 second. Something smells like it's burning and I don't know why. Come on. Okay. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, you can do a swivel. Because I want to do like this. This is what I want to do. But I want to make sure it stays like this when it bakes. See? That's what I want to do. I think I can make it work. I'll make it work. Listen, this is all about the experimenting and having fun. I don't want it too thick. I don't want it too thin. Okay, we do need some votes for what we're gonna make tomorrow. We have a tie, and I don't want to be the tiebreaker. So tell your friend to tell a friend to come on over and vote for what we're gonna make tomorrow. Yeah, so I think that's what we're gonna do. We're just gonna put that here. Don't move. It smells so delicious in here. You guys have no idea. Why? Where are you going? Don't unravel. Okay. I think this is what we're gonna do. I'm just trying to tack it down just a little so it sticks. And the place is warm, so the dough is starting to, I don't want to say melt, but start to get soft. Okay, those ones are fine. Yeah, so I'm just making these because I need some snacks in my life. And they're long enough to fit in my mason jar, so we're good. We need more votes, guys. If you're joining, vote for what you want me to bake tomorrow. We have a tie all across the board. We need votes. We need a tiebreaker. Come on. Don't unravel. And again, they can be really close together because they puff up, they don't spread. Just so you know. We're making sourdough crackers with my discard. We have a lot of discard to use up this week, so we're gonna make it happen. We're gonna make it. Oh, we have a vote. Thank you for voting. I appreciate it. I will check in a bit to see who is in the lead now. Ooh, let's do twists. Listen, this is the experiment. Let's just do twist, 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 twist to see how it bakes. It smells amazing in this kitchen right now. And it's summer, so you already know how hot it's gonna be. So my sourdough is just out here doing the most. Am I gonna make a ring? No. We doubled it up. Okay, let me take out the first one for you guys. I'm so excited. Which camera? Which camera? This camera. So this is what we got. Do you hear the sizzle? Woo. Y'all hear that sizzle? I'm just gonna put it back in. Just to get just a tad bit more color, because you know I like mine with a little bit of color. We're gonna rotate this guy. I prefer the squares. The squares came out better than the circles. I don't know what's going on with the circle. So 10 minutes, but I'm gonna pick it up before 10. I don't know, the twists don't look good. This is the twist, the two twists. Let's do a braid and see how the braid works. This is just an experiment, guys, just to see, because I want to make sure I'm able to. Can I braid? Jeez. I'm able to do this when I need to, because we practicing for my bakery, okay? This is practice right here. Practice. We're talking about practice. Wait, girl. Learn how to braid. Nope. There we go. And we come here, and then we go here. I love braiding dough. Not braid didn't come out too good. Like when I make bread, I like making braided bread. It's like the best. We're just doing that just to see how it will come out, and then the rest are going to be swivels. And then we're going to brush them with some butter. And I'm hopefully they don't unravel. Because they seem to want to like, because they puff up, right? So I just want to make sure they don't unravel like that. Let me check the votes. But I'm trying to tack it down to the the board, the pan. Yeah, see? Look at that one. It's like the longer it stays, the softer it's getting and the more defiant this dough is being. Okay. Let me take this guy out. I'm so excited about this. Nice color. The puff, like as you can see, it's a nice puff. It's good. The other one is fine, but it ain't the square. Ow. This one needs a little more time. It seems wet, but not wet like it's, oh my goodness. Not wet like it's, what you call it? Why did you break? Okay, I'm not gonna use that one. We're just gonna butter this one. Not wet like it's raw, but I just want it to dry out a little more. But once you air dry it, it should be fine. This one was a twist right here, and then this one was a braid. But it should be fine because there's butter, there's cheese. Oh, you know how delicious this is going to be. I hope it stays twisted. We'll see. Okay. No, I know, but you know? Okay, so again, this is the first set. This is the square that we have. That's the square. I'm gonna take that out. The circles are, you know, they ain't cute. The squares are better. This is the circle. It needs a little more time, but this is the circle. I don't like it. The squares are cuter, but snack is a snack is a snack, and they're all going the same place, you know? But why you not moving? There you go. Why you not moving? There you go. We have that. So I'm just gonna pop the circle in for a little and then pop this guy in. This guy should be good to go. Circle, you can come at the bottom. And we should have, so it's about 12 to 15 minutes roughly. This one fell, so I'm just gonna throw that out. And I'm just gonna get my wire rack. My cooling rack. This is what I have. Now I do like to let it sit for a little, but it's sat enough time because I wanted to get some air so that it can actually just cool down and then you'll get a nice snap. You can probably get one now, but it's still warm. And remember those holes I punctured? Where are the holes at? No holes. 0 holes. None. And this is the star that we did. Yeah, I prefer the square shaped. Just so, to me, it just puffed up nicely. Like really pretty. Like look at this. This has a nice air pocket right here happening. But I'm excited to eat this because what? And I was even thinking about doing a pie dough. Guys, we need votes. We need votes. Votes for what we should make tomorrow. Ooh, garlic rolls for the win. We need votes. Vote for what you want me to make tomorrow and come back here and see it, okay? It might not be as organized as this one. Why? Gosh. I lost a cracker. I lost one of my children. I did. Oh, this is so good. Do you see the layers? I'm trying to see if you can see the layers. Like it has nice layers in there. Like it really does. Yeah, this still needs some more time. Again, I did not add cheese. I did not add salt. However, you can add a little salt. If you're going to add salt into this, I think you should add maybe like half a teaspoon of salt. It'll be perfect. Because right now, it's fine for me. But if you want salt, just add half a teaspoon and it should be fine because too much salt is just not good. Because the cheese is salty. The butter is salted butter. That's what we have. Okay. I'm just waiting for the other round one. The spirals are looking really good. They did not unravel. They're looking really good. Okay, so it looks like, as of right now, it looks like we're making garlic rolls. Fingers crossed. It's gonna work. I have an idea of how I'm gonna do it, just to make sure we're successful on the live. So yeah, it's gonna work. It has to work. Like, what are you talking about? They're gonna work. But oh, these smell amazing. Can we hear the crunch? You'll get a snap. Look at the layers. This is gonna be a perfect. This would make a perfect pie crust recipe. I'll make a pie crust. But I need a filling for the pie crust. It has beautiful layers. Like I see at least 5 layers. It popped up really nicely. And once it actually cools like completely, you get a nice crisp crunch break. So if these are longer and they cool completely, break it, boom, awesome. Come and get some. Come and get some. Too bad you don't live down the street, huh? But these are good. These are really good. And for the recipe, you can double the recipe. I'll include it in the description. But you can definitely double up the recipe. It's 100 grams flour, 100 grams starter, 100 grams cheese, 50 grams water, and 50 grams melted butter. You can double that up and you make yourself a big batch. Put them in an airtight container. You can even freeze the dough and keep it until later. You can do it. That's what I'm going to start doing. Because 1, I don't always have cheese in my house. And 2, I always want crackers. And right now, crackers is like $5. Who's spending $5 on crackers? Flour and water and salt? No, thank you. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. Okay. These guys are ready, but they got a little toasty because they were at the bottom. So forgive them. But I actually prefer the squares. Ow! The squares actually gave me a better vibe. I'm just rotating my spirals. The spirals have it. Yeah, so the circles stayed in just a little too long, but that's okay. I'm gonna still eat it. Yeah, they got a little too brown. And they, yeah, I think for the, if I'm not, yes, I'm making this proclamation. The squares are better for the crackers because they puff up nicely. We're not gonna look at the ugly ones, okay? They puff up nicely, nice clean cut, everything is good. And it doesn't look like the poke in the hole actually made a difference, because you know people actually poke holes when they're baking crackers. It didn't make a difference. This is a nice puff. There's a nice air bubble in here, right here. You can hear it. Once it's cooled 100%, you'll get a nice crunch. But yeah, I'm not mad. We're not gonna look at the ugly ones, okay? They're still a part of the family. They're just off to the side. No, I know the garlic rolls are gonna come out. I'm excited for it because one, I never made it, and two, I have a way. Because remember how we were baking the breads and the breads just weren't coming out because of the time span? So I have a way that I think I'm gonna do it and make it work, because it's gonna work. And it's gonna be delicious because I have garlic. What? The only thing I don't have is Parmesan. You know I like sprinkling a little Parmesan on the top. I don't have that, which is fine. It's just gonna be straight garlic, no cheese, just straight garlic. Okay, our swivels are almost finished. They stayed swivelly and nice, but I'm happy about this. I'm super happy. I mean, considering it's not a lot, it still be good. So like I said, you could double up the recipe, and once you do double up the recipe, oh, it's fine. You'll have enough. You can freeze them. You can freeze the dough. I'll use cheese when you visit. I just don't. I'm looking at cost of stuff right now. I'm trying to use what I have in my house to make all these different things and not actually go out and get into expense. Because yes, will I be using the Parmesan cheese? Absolutely, every single day until it's done. But is it necessary to make the dinner rolls? No. It would be a nice touch, but it's not necessary. It's absolutely not necessary. And if we're honest, all of these could have fit on one baking tray. Okay, this is hard, but it's delicious. Once it cools, oh, look at the layers. Oh man, I'm excited. Once it cools, you get a nice crunch. You can eat it as is, dip it, do whatever. Amazing. Okay, so it looks like we're going to be making dinner rolls tomorrow. Garlic dinner rolls. Stress. But what else would you guys like to see? Because, you know, this is about me and you. What other things? I was thinking about doing donuts, churros. I mean, those are still donuts. I saw someone making like a choux paste. What? Like an eclair with the sourdough? Man. We need to decide. But it has to be quick and easy, no fuss, and everything that I have in my house. Because, I mean, I have cornmeals. I can make festivals. We could do that. What else do I have? I have crab meat. I have tuna fish. I have shrimp. We're going to make a shrimp po' boy. Bread included. Oh, look at the spirals. Yes. Hot. This is actually pretty awesome. Because, you know, they sell them at the dollar store, and I think supermarkets sell them too, but it's like, yo, I can make these myself. Why not? Why not make it myself? So that's what I'm trying to do this week. Just trying to, make things. Honestly, the spirals look really good. The braided one looks good as well. And you can see the twist looks good as well. Yeah, now I have my cheese snacks for the week. I'm gonna save the braids for a little bit later. Turn it off. Thank you. All done. Okay. This is awesome. We have cheese twist swivels that you can see. The spirals. Sorry, what did you say? Yeah, the braid looks good too. The spirals look good. They didn't unravel. Honestly, my cafe is going to be booming. Think about it. Cheese spirals, cinnamon dough, cinnamon sugar spirals. What? I can make this dough without the cheese and then, oh my goodness. But this is what the spiral looks like. Like, my brain is going right now because I'm getting excited at this. So yeah, we have it. They're going to cool down. Again, we're not going to look at the ones that aren't pretty. They're still going to be delicious. But today we made our sourdough crackers, cheese crackers. We did squares, we did rounds, we tested out stars, we tested out spirals and braids. The braid is still in the oven. I think I prefer the squares. They just puff up nicely. You just get a nice vibe with it. Yes, dipping it in a nice sauce would be amazing. The cheese sticks, I don't think y'all understand. What? Once they cool, you're gonna get a nice harder crunch. Huh. Amazing. So I'm excited for this week. Now, you guys didn't let me know if you want a 10:30 start or you're okay with a 12 p.m. start. We'll see how the week goes. Hopefully there are no more technical issues. Tomorrow, we are going to be making sourdough garlic rolls. It won the vote. Okay? So that is it for this video, this live. And I'll see you back here tomorrow. Come back for day number 2. We're going to be making garlic rolls. And then you got to vote on what you want to see for the rest of the week. All right? Thank you so much for joining. Thanks. I appreciate every last one of you. I really do. Okay? Thank you, guys. Again, this is what we made. Sourdough crackers using my discard. The recipe will be in the description once I'm done. And we'll be good to go. So I'll see you guys tomorrow. Bye.